The time has arrived. The college football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to beautiful South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. They'll run it from the gun. Has the first down and more. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have with this running back position.
Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Finally tackled out at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
In the red area, it's Pringle. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Off the RPO, caught to the right. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's a short completion of the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Crucial third down play coming up. Design quarterback run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He escapes the pocket. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Indiana. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
Automatic in the PAT. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He's in the clear. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And, Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You can say not recently. They got some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Movement here from the tight end. Scanning the field. It's Johnson. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Defense is coming after him. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Floaters into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
That's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. To throw, it's Mendoza. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Hoosiers will send the punt team onto the field. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a run to the left. Heading for the end zone. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On first down, it's play action. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. And the Hoosiers will crank up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Makes a quick catch. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Quick completion to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, they told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
As the first down is still going. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
That's reeled in. It's Tracy. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. To throw. It's Mendoza. Going for a big play downfield. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. They finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
QB gets the first, now looking for more. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Catch is made. Room to run here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. And the Canes with 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Can he get there on the ground? Goes out to stiff arm, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Cooper. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Mendoza. On the move now. Looking deep down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. All it took was one explosive play to move the ball across midfield. First down to the 48. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gain to the 35-yard line. The Hoosiers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Hurricanes looking to cash in this red zone trip. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
But the play loses yardage. A very tough 2nd down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Touchdown, Canes. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He lets it go. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Beebe. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Hoosiers will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Cooper. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Hoosiers. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Chris, as you know, this first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something that they can build off when they get back out there after halftime.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Back to pass. It's Johnson. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Bringing pressure. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the 3rd quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
Well, that first half could not gone any worse for this offense, but give them credit. They made the adjustments that they needed to. They're coming out looking much better here to start.
Pass caught down at the 20. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The Hoosiers are in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. An important 9 yards gained there. Brings up just 3rd and 1. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Scanning the field. It's Mendoza. Grab near the sticks. It's Tracy. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. The Hoosiers come to the line with 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Touchdown, Indiana. Adds 6 more points to the total. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Extra point try coming now. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. He has first down yardage at the 46.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
On the ground, it's Pringle. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the ball caroms into the receiver's hands. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert.
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Becker. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. That is broken up and incomplete.
In the college game, it's very challenging for these quarterbacks to make full field reads. Here, surveying the defense in the middle of that coverage, very difficult to find an opening and make that throw.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Trying to find some room. It's Beebe. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. And the Hoosiers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. He hands it off from the gun. Crosses the 35. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
To the air, it's Mendoza. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A deep shot to the left side. And he's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Well, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Off the big play, they're pounding on the door here. 1st and goal.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and receiver.
Touchdown, Miami. This offense is still clicking. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Tackled after the takeaway, and that will end this quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. It's a shotgun run call. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's how you finish a play. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. Moves out of the pocket. He fires downfield. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Play action here on 1st down. Fires it on the move. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
The quarterback here, I think, makes a mistake. He's got the time and the space to put a little bit more air under the ball, but instead he rushed it with a bullet pass, and it falls short. This is where poise separates.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Now here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as he try to cut in to this lead. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They'll run it to the left. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
Man, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage.
Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
The Canes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Canes, as they put 6 more on the board.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout. The pass is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously,
look out, he's in the clear. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
He escapes the pocket. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Looking downfield, it's Bell. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. And the Hoosiers line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Using his legs here. Back-to-back deep shots. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. 1st and goal for the offense.
Check. Black 33, mouse choice. 33, mouse, red.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is
he cannot escape. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. To throw, it's Johnson. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Finds the receiver wide open. Football comes out. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Well, I thought the defense had a real shot at it, but the fumble rolls out of bounds, and the offense will keep possession and a double-digit lead. What a break for the offense.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Touchdown, Miami. This offense really clicking.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Cooper. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Back to throw. It's Bell. Grab down the middle. It's Beebe. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game. That will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires on the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner